restaurant teams. In your training today, we're going to introduce you to the new beans at Taco Bell. What's new about our beans? They have a great new taste and a thicker, chunkier texture. In fact, our customers tell us they love the new beans with its taste and texture. In our field-ready testing, we've been able to put together a training program that's going to provide you with both the tools and the processes to not only make great beans, but to make the perfect bean burrito. So remember, as you go through your training today, whether you're in the back of the house making that first pan of beans, on the line putting beans in our products, or at the register taking the customer's order, the perfect bean burrito begins with you. So enjoy your training, enjoy the new chunkier beans, and enjoy the smile on your customer's face when you serve them the perfect bean burrito.
During this video, you will learn the procedures to prepare our new beans correctly, how to maintain and adjust bean thickness, the steps that lead to a perfect bean burrito, and carryover procedures. Let's get started in the prep area. As always, we wash and sanitize our hands prior to handling food. To prepare beans properly, you need the following items: safety gloves to prevent burns, water that is 190 degrees or hotter, a sanitized clear gallon pitcher with a red line at 3 quarts, a sanitized rubber spatula that is not cracked or torn, and a sanitized stainless steel 1/3 pan and lid. Now that our tools are ready, let's take a look at the new beans. Your new beans are packaged 10 bags per case and are identified with red lettering on the case. The new beans rehydrate for 45 minutes, which is 20 minutes longer than before. Now let's prepare the new beans. When preparing beans, the water must be 190 degrees or hotter, and the ready light should be green. Check the water temperature using a digital thermometer. Place the thermometer in the water as it comes out of the faucet. Using a sanitized gallon pitcher, measure 3 quarts of water and pour it into the 1/3 pan. Using sanitized safety scissors, cut the bag open and pour the beans into the pan of water. Using a rubber spatula, stir the beans thoroughly to ensure there are no clumps and complete rehydration. Label the pan with prep, ready, and expiration times. The beans were prepped at 9:15. They rehydrate for 45 minutes and are ready to serve at 10. The hold time is 4 hours, so they expire at 2. Cover the beans and place them in the heated cabinet or steam table for 45 minutes. After the 45-minute rehydration time, or before use, beans must be stirred again. Stirring ensures all water is absorbed and the beans are free of clumps. After stirring the beans, check the thickness. To check bean thickness, use the new bean wrap with the thickness target. Place the wrap on a flat surface and portion 3 ounces of beans in the center of the target. If the beans spread beyond a majority of the target, they are too thin. If the beans do not spread at all, they are too thick. Beans that are just right will stay within the target. The new beans are thicker than our current beans. When they become too thick, follow the new procedure for adding water. Let's look at that now. Start by putting a small amount of 190-degree water from the dispenser into the gallon pitcher. Portion 3 ounces of water into a bean disher and add it to the beans and stir the water into the beans. If the pan is less than half full, use a 1.5-ounce bean disher of water. To avoid burns, never portion water into scoops directly from the hot water dispenser. Always use a scoop to add water to the beans. Pouring from the pitcher leads to overwatering the beans, making them too runny and poor tasting. If the beans are too thin, cover them with a lid and place them in the heated cabinet for about 20 minutes, and check for proper thickness prior to use.
Now that you know how to make the great new beans, it's time to learn how to make the perfect bean burrito that meets champs every time.
Remove the tortilla from the bag. Place the tortilla on the wrap. Using the 3-ounce bean disher, not a pie knife or spatula, stir and scoop the beans from the middle of the pan. Tap the scoop to remove excess beans. Squeeze the trigger and place the beans in the center of the tortilla. Now add 1 ounce of red sauce over the beans. To ensure a full ounce of red sauce, the ladle must be full and completely emptied. Next, add 1/4 ounce of onions. Spread evenly. Next, add a 1/4 ounce of cheddar cheese. Spread evenly. Now, let's roll the perfect bean burrito. Fold the burrito in half and pull back about 1 inch. Fold the end over about 1 inch and then roll the burrito. To wrap the burrito, fold the bottom of the wrap over the burrito and fold in the side. Roll the burrito toward the top and then tuck the open end under. The bean burrito name should be visible. Check the weight to ensure it meets the Champ's target weight of 7.1 ounces.
It's the end of the day and you have beans left over. What do you do with them? You carry them over to the next business day. Let's take a minute to review carryover procedures because it's important to follow food safety procedures, control quality as you reduce waste.
To carry beans over to the next business day, the beans must have at least 1 hour, 30 minutes hold time remaining and be stored using the following procedures. Place the beans in a sanitized 1/2 pan or bus tub. Spread the beans evenly, no more than 1 inch deep. The 1 inch depth allows the beans to cool to 40 degrees or below quickly. Cover the pan and label with 24-hour hold time and place it in the walk-in. Prior to using the beans the next day, check the temperature. If the beans are over 40 degrees, they must be discarded. To heat carryover beans, place them in a doubled multi-purpose bag. Make sure they weigh no more than 1 pound. Tie a knot in the top of the bag. Attach the bag to the hooks on the cooking rack, then close the rack. Reheat them in the rethermalizer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, take the beans out, cut open the bag, and place them in a sanitized stainless steel pan. Check the beans' temperature with a digital thermometer. Beans must be 165 degrees or hotter. When putting carryover beans on the line, mix no more than 1 pound into a full pan of fresh beans. Carryover is only used during peak periods, so it can be used up within the remaining hold time. Now let's review all of the key points. Rehydrate the beans for 45 minutes and stir thoroughly to ensure no clumps and thorough rehydration. Maintain proper bean thickness using the new bean wrap. When adjusting thickness, add water in small portions. 3-ounce scoop for full pans, 1.5 ounce scoop for less than full pans. If the beans are too thin, cover them with a lid and place them in the heated cabinet for about 20 minutes and check for proper thickness prior to use. To make perfect bean burritos, portion beans only with a 3-ounce disher. Empty that scoop to ensure full portions of red sauce. Consistent portions of onions and cheese spread evenly to ensure ingredients in every bite. Roll and wrap neatly to the correct corner with the name showing. Make sure it meets the Champ's target weight of 7.1 ounces for every customer. And finally, follow proper carryover procedures to maintain quality as you control waste.
Now that you've had the opportunity to see the new procedures and tools that ensure great beans and the perfect bean burrito, it's time to get certified by your restaurant general manager. Remember, the perfect bean burrito It begins with you.